Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are once again in Thorinhad because we have to talk to Elladan in order to complete this quest, Chapter 4, Regaining the Trail. So let's go do that, and then we've got Chapter 5, Hiding in the Dark. We can get inspiration for this. It is obviously for a fellowship and is a tiny bit higher level than us, I think. Yeah, level 38, so again, we might have to at some point go do some farming and stuff to level ourselves up a tiny bit. When we do get to level 38, though, we will be able to get our new set of jewelry, which will be very nice as well. But for this, we can get a new sword, actually, which is kind of cool. Leaves us with less vitality, but we do get some more might, so maybe that'll be good. Either that or... Actually, that's probably not that good either way. So we'll probably go for the sword and just switch that out. Speaking of swords, we actually need to repair our stuff. So that's going to take a while. But before we go and do that, let's go have a look at our Hobbit gift of the day. It is going to be a rejuvenation potion, which hopefully... what is that? Hope. It has 4 hope. Hopefully, I hope that we don't get killed. Isn't that a hope we all have? Is there 4 things or 3 things? Oh no, there's 3, and then I read this as the 4th one. So we can use the Shimmering Stone to get inspiration. We kind of have to get to the place first before we can do that. So I'm going to make my way around all these mountain bears and try and find the correct place to obviously get over here and do everything that we need to do. And obviously we can get inspiration, and hopefully... This shouldn't take too long. If we can do like 1 or 2 today, and maybe, or 1.5 maybe today, then we might have to do 1.5 in a later episode. Kind of depends. But here we are in here, so let's go. We have our letter, okay. So we are going to use our Shimmering Elstone. I also still have Glorfindel's Beryl. That's interesting. So now we have our inspiration. Let's get our health up a tiny bit before we start attacking. Up to 4,000, and we should... Oh, I keep on pressing the wrong buttons. But yeah, this hopefully... Please don't aggro on me, person over there, or ogre over there. What are you? Troll. That would be the correct thing to say then. So yeah, hopefully, you know, even though these guys are elites, they shouldn't cause much of an issue for us. And they do give us quite a lot of XP, as you can see. 204. We also got a level 35 item. We also got a new sword sheath instead of like a broken one. So that's even worth like 3.9, yeah, 3 silver 90 copper, that's 570. The other is like just killing it gave us 9 silver and 80 copper. So even if we don't get amazingly far in this, we are going to at least get some money from it. So I guess we might as well milk it while we can, because we've got inspiration here, and just get rid of these things as quickly as we can, because it's probably, you know, a few levels above what we're going to be otherwise dealing with later on. I think this level, this mission, or quest, rather, is basically just an elevated level. Like we probably had it around level 33, 35-ish in the previous one, and I'm guessing they probably put it up a few levels, obviously for the fellowship thing. Oh, we also got some armor. That's cool. Not as good as what we have. Halberd, we can't use that. Matham, that's quite useful. We can actually use the halberd, but we... Oh, no, we can't. I thought it might have just only been the level that prevented us from using it. And we might as well use the Matham while we're here, because, you know, what's the point in just carrying it around otherwise? This is... Okay, that's never a good sign, just sort of hanging out with a troll and not actually attacking. Not a good thing for us to be doing. Oh, he hit us back. That's a bit of a pain. Right. So let's go further on. Hopefully, as I said, this doesn't take too long. It looks like the map is fairly small, unless it leads onto another actual cave. So I'm thinking this shouldn't take amazingly long to do. Though it still might end up being in 2 episodes, potentially. So we'll just have to see how it goes when it comes to that. And obviously, I don't know how... we also got a wildcat mountain. I don't actually know how big the other little, you know, caves are going to be. So I don't know if, you know, this one's a good thing to gauge it off. I don't know if, you know, they're going to be shorter or longer than this, or exactly the same length, approximately. So we might be here a lot longer than I expect, which might be why it moves on to being 2 episodes. But hopefully, we can sort of skip a few guys. Well, unfortunately, we can't. But like I was going to say, these guys are level 35, so I'm thinking it's probably gauged around level 35 level, even though the quest itself is level 38. I'm only saying that because... I think it's only saying that because it's, you know, a fellowship quest. And obviously, you know, if you had even a fellowship of level 35s, or even like 5 level 30s, you could probably, you know, well, not even probably, you could definitely quite easily get through this if you all were efficient and actually did stuff. So, I reached the deepest chamber. Good. Use Glorfindel's Beryl. It's not really the deepest, is it? I was going to say, like, it remains dark. Can we just get out via... Can we actually just get out, like, through here? Or not? There is actually no way of getting out. Okay, because the reason I said didn't think it would be the last chamber is because that guy's up there. I'm not going to deal with him. Even though I said I probably want to deal with everybody, you know, I want to just kind of get out of here as soon as I can. So, what I'm going to do is... make my way over to Torogrod, where we'll probably go through there and not find anything. It's either going to be a case of you have to do all 3 of them. Oh, we're just going to run out. That's what we're going to do. They'll probably respawn, but we're just going to run out of here. Inspiration is going to help us, hopefully, when it comes to that, so we shouldn't actually end up dying. And hopefully everything goes fine. So, but basically my point is, it's either a case of it will be in a random one, and you can probably either predetermined, so you could, let's say, it's probably, if it is like that, it's probably being Thringroth, because it is the last one on the quest tracker. Either that, or you have to do all 3, or it is random, so it's either in there, or there. But I could kind of guess that it wouldn't be here, considering it's the closest one, but what I'll do is I'll probably go to that one first, and then I'll do that one, so I'll see you in the... whichever one is Torogrod or whatever. Okay, so we're now coming up on whichever place this is. Which is it? Oh, I was just going to say it has an interior quest place. Let's actually see when we get in here. Torogrod. Okay, so it is the one I actually wanted to go into. And yeah, we're just going to progress through here once again, similar to the last one. Let's actually have a look at the map. This one seems to be a lot bigger than the previous one. So I also realized we... yeah, we should get out of here because we don't have inspiration on. So yeah, we should definitely get out of that place and then probably resume back in because, yeah, that's scary otherwise. Can we sneak past? I have Sylvan Shadows. Let's see if that works. Right, so what we're going to do is take off the Fate. Throw that on. And we have Sylvan Shadows. These guys shouldn't be that clever, I don't think. Oh, now we have inspiration. Oh, so I don't even have to worry. Okay, whatever. We'll just sneak past this guy anyway. So yeah, so let's see how many we can sneak past. In general. It's probably quite a few. To be honest, it's actually going to be quite easy if we are able to sneak past them all. I mean... Okay, that didn't work. Whatever. I knew it was going to be quite boring if I continued to keep on doing that, so I was actually kind of hoping that that wouldn't work. Oh, we can't actually take this off because we are in battle. I do not want to set a trap. That is definitely not what I want to do. Thank you, game. I need to just take that off of 4. I need to just change everything that is on my hotkeys because... Well, not hotkeys, but my... I think yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Everything is there because... It's just 1, 2, 3 work like quite well. 4 doesn't need to be there since I never use it. 4 could be 6 really. In fact, I could do this now. 4 could quite easily be 6, but I'd have to get used to it because I'm so used to reaching over to 6. Yeah, because then I've got a melee attack and I've got my 2 power focus shots close together, and I've also got my quick shot, which will give me my focus to do all the other ones with. So, yeah, I'm probably only going to be spamming these 4 buttons, but, you know, they get the job done. Can't complain. Can't complain otherwise. Oh, you know, whatever. This one was fine then. Wasn't even, yeah, that far. Yeah, it remains dark. So it is either a case of it only being in Thingoroth, or it is you have to do all of them together, or I could just be, you know, I was going to say unlucky. It's not really unlucky, but it could be a case of it. I'm just going to run out. It could just be a case of it being randomly in one of the three and it randomly being in Thingoroth. But yeah, it kind of depends. So let's get out of here. And I'm going to have to make my way over there somewhere. I'll probably go up that hill. Actually, how do we get up there? I guess I'm going to have to find out. Oh, it looks like there's a path up there. Right, so I'm going to travel over to there now and hope that everything works out the way I want it to. Right, so we now have the last cave to go into. And hopefully, yeah, inspiration does work straight away. For some reason, then it... Oh, see what I mean? This is what I said. If I switch it to 6 or from 6 to 4, then I will switch out. Like, I will press 6 by accident. But for some reason, it seemed like it didn't work in the previous one. Maybe it has like a wear out thing. Oh, yeah, this one allows you to require inspiration. I guess it wore out, and then it didn't come back until we got everything sorted. So that works that one out. And I also just got a woodworker scroll, which at artisan level should be, if I remember correctly, I can't even look at that one. Artisan level is actually the level that is getting us to level 35 ones. So we could actually, oh, see, again. So with that, we could actually, with the woodworker, and also we have an artisan weaponsmith one, we could actually get the level 35 weapon like crafting recipe things if we're lucky. So that might be quite cool. I'm just going to use swift bow because I never use swift bow. Now there are deeds actually for using skills, and you can, I think some of them are limited, like you can only do them a certain amount of times per day, because otherwise you could sit there spamming doing a trap every however long it takes. But we do actually need to at some point go and sort of experiment using some other skills, because eventually we can get those deeds and they do give us turbine points and just a title. No, I think some give us class trait points as well, so that's even better. Oh, I haven't got inspiration. That'll be why. That'll be why. That'll really be why. And I can't even I can't get the inspiration effect for 10 minutes. Okay. That's great. Yep, I have exhaustion, so I'm gonna have to wait for 10 minutes before I can progress. Yay, gameplay. Right, so I'll see you in about 9 minutes, I guess, when I'm able to actually do this one. Okay, so a little while later, around about 10 minutes later, funnily enough, we have now lost our exhaustion, and hopefully we can carry on with our inspiration. Hopefully. And actually, I just realized something before that. We actually need to switch back to having the plus 20 fate. I think the reason why is we probably get inspiration completely whilst we are actually, again, I clicked 6 instead of 4. We can get inspiration probably whilst we're just always in the place. It's just a case of us, those 15 minutes go up and then we can't have inspiration maybe for a bit more, or if just something like we have a 15-minute limit on it basically, and then that means traveling between these two places. Actually, to be honest, it didn't even take 15 minutes, so I genuinely have no idea why it did that. Like, I know the exact time I've spent on this episode, and it is only just, including the extra 10 minutes I just waited, 28 minutes. So I don't think, and I spent 4 minutes before I actually got to the first place, around about. So yeah, it's definitely not been 15 minutes of, time before that I had inspiration. So I actually have no idea what's going on. Yeah, that's interesting, to say the least. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Oh, Bone Breaker. 30. Oh, it's not even that good. Like 2 extra damage minimum and 6 extra damage maximum. Oh, reinforced gold necklace of defense. 37 armor. Why would a necklace give you armor? That is interesting. So yeah, Bonebreaker, probably not worth it, especially considering our stuff right now. If we look at it, he's only 2 minimum less and 3 maximum less, and it is, you know, that is, if I just go up to it, that is 37, these are 32, so 5 levels for 2 extra damage and 3 extra max damage. I don't think so, that's probably not worth it. So, let's have a little look around here. I'm guessing, again pressing 6, I don't mean to. It should probably, if I'm going to have something in 6, it probably shouldn't be make a trap. Actually, I was about to say this is probably the deepest place, but because it's actually lower down. But I'm thinking if it isn't this one, I'm thinking that currently it isn't it, because it hasn't said anything yet. And normally I think it would have said by now. So, I'm not sure. We also got another drop of black resin, so that's always nice. But I also noticed we didn't actually, we also didn't get any armor for it. Or not armor, some money, coins, whatever. Right. Oh, we have okay, so it's just all the way down here that it is. So, holding the barrel. But it remains dark. What's gone wrong? Right, we're gonna have to go back to obviously tell Elladan that. So I will quickly get out of here, then go back to Elladan, and that'll be the end of it for this episode. So I will see you in a second once we are back at wherever Elladan is. I always forget the name of the place, even though I say it at the beginning of like most episodes. What is it called? Thorinhad. That's it. I'll see you back there. Right, so we're back at Thorinhad. Now, I'm going to talk to Elladan, but before we do that, we are going to quickly get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory, because obviously he's going to give us something in return, so we kind of want to have space for that. That's not worth having in any way whatsoever, so we'll just get rid of all the armor and just vendor trash that we got from that endeavor. We'll also take Bonebreaker, and I'm unfortunately sorry, Bonebreaker, but you're gone, because in fact, if we're talking about that, this sword here actually does even better than Bonebreaker. Like, this has 3 extra damage than Bonebreaker, and what, 5 extra damage maximum? So we are going to take Ladgris, and it's going to do extra damage to trolls. We could have also got Bonebreaker and done... oh, did I not choose it? If we got Bonebreaker, we could have also had +4 extra damage to mankind as well. So, could have had a mixture of both. So, next one is a solo quest, level 39. So, they are actually at that level. So, we are going to have to do a tiny bit of leveling up. I might do some farming in the background as an extra episode before the next one. We'll have to see. Or I might have to skip an episode and do that. We'll have to see, as I said. But I'll accept this one. We have to talk to Beryl and do whatever there. So, where are they? Down there, so not that far away. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I still need to clear up my inventory a bit, so I'm going to hopefully go and do that, maybe. Get some potions. Can I actually... No, okay, they don't carry over. That is kind of annoying. Everything else goes to 500, and these only go to 50. So yeah, I might have to get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. I'm also working to get some more inventory space in general. Just have to get the turbine points up to do that. And... also need some vault space, which I might do because I need to sell the sturdy steel key and all that. And since the next quest is actually here, which is very close to the Lone Lands, I can then go to Osgarath first and go there, which is quicker. So I can actually go back to Bree and do everything I need to do. So probably do that in between episodes, and I'll also probably do some farming, as I said, and maybe some skirmishes. Maybe I'll do like 5 skirmishes and speed them all up for one episode or one video. We'll have to see. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.